good evening, or I guess morning, everybody. It was been a great and a blessed one, and I don't know about you, but I've lived life and done plenty of good, done plenty of bad. A lot of things I'm not proud of in my past. I'm sure we all have things that we don't want brought up in conversation. You know, I was reading here in 1 Corinthians, so I was kind of passing over and talking about old Paul, formerly known as Saul. That was a interesting situation, for sure, but a true showing of leaving the old life to die, so Jesus may live through you. The old time, that was Saul. He was born Roman, if I'm not mistaken, also Judaism. Was given special privileges by the high priest, and even went through some of the letters with the high priest, so that whenever he found people in their travels who were followers of Christ, he could have them picked out and imprisoned. Matter of fact, not only did he imprison people, he also cast votes for their death, some saints. So it makes you kind of pale most of the time in comparison anyway. I was reading it though, 1 Corinthians 15. What he had said was, "For I am the least of the apostles, who am not worthy to be called an apostle, because I am persecuted the church of God, but by the grace of God I am what I am, and his grace towards me was not in vain. But I labored more abundantly than they all, yet not I, but the grace of God which was with me. Therefore, whether it was I or they, so we preached, so you believe." Now, whether he was a little full, I don't know, but he turned his life completely 180 on that one. And matter of fact, after he was imprisoning people, he himself was imprisoned. And this is kind of an example, in my opinion, of how we're giving so many lessons in life, and you got to learn from them, but you can use those lessons for so many blessings. And like how he did with his imprisonment, he reached the guards, he made contact with all these different things in the situations that we're given. If we don't just look and just compare what we're at to the person next to us. Two things with that. One, being thankful that we still have the opportunity to go on and live. Two, the grace and the awarding of the gift of God is equal across the board. But the assignments for each of us, that is individual to each solitary person. What she does, and he does, and you do, and I do, not going to match. Some way, we got our own little niche. And that's the thing, is sitting down and figuring out the gifts that were given to you and how you can use them. Look, I'm going to tell you, as far as turning our lives around, man, it's not instant, and life doesn't get easy, but I want to tell you, you can handle it a lot more easily once you start accepting things and knowing that, okay, something's coming of this. How we address it, even without actions, determines. So it's just something to think about, If Saul can go to Paul, and, well, I think we can do a few things ourselves.